Now, what if you have Pokemon Sword, Shield, Let's Go Eevee, Let's Go Pikachu, all of them in various switches? What happens with Pokemon Home? How do you log into your Pokemon Home and get from all the different switches into your account? It's very simple. You just have to go to all of those switches. It could be a friend's switch or whatever. To log into Pokemon Home, it will ask you to enter the eShop. Now, the problem is, if you have previously signed in to someone else's Switch, they have access to your Pokemon Home because you've actually logged into your eShop. They have access to your Pokemon Home. That's a bit dangerous if you don't want to risk losing your Pokemons. So what you want to do is, let me show you. Now, if you've ever played your account, your Nintendo account on someone else's Switch, you'll see that so for example, in the top left corner here, it'll show 2 different accounts here on my Switch, right? So that means someone else has logged into this Switch before. I can actually access their Pokemon Home. So if you want to prevent that from happening, because you might have done this a long time ago and they still have access to your account, right? What you want to do, go to Nintendo, just Google Nintendo, go to your profile. So you just log in. So mine's Vinny. Okay, so in the top right corner there, you go to your sign in and security settings, sign in history, your view, and then you go sign out from all devices in the bottom right there. Sign out from all devices. Okay, you can sign out individually as well, but just for safety, sign out from all devices. But one thing you need to be aware of, you see Android over here. Okay, if you sign out from that, you need to uninstall and reinstall the game, because there's no login option at the home page of Pokemon Home in Android. This one here. It will just crash. It will just continue to crash. Uninstall, reinstall the game if that happens. Or you can just individually sign out everything. Or just sign out from all devices, turn everything off, on again, uninstall, install again. So it is a bit of a hassle, but for your security, it's not a bad idea. Okay, let's turn this off again. So just to reiterate, the main thing you got to be aware of is that if you've ever signed into other people's Switches with your profile to play a game under your name, they actually can get access to your save files, which you should know, but also additionally your Pokemon Home, as far as I'm aware. And even if they can't, I would still recommend you just sign out from all devices and start fresh. Who knows what you've done in the past, right? Now, what do I do if I have personally got 2 Switches and I want to transfer Sword and Shield, Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, split into those 2 Switches normally, all into one Pokemon Home account? Very simple. On both Switches, just sign in with your main account of Pokemon Home. You'll be able to access your account on Pokemon Home and transfer Sword and Shield and Pikachu and Eevee all into the same home account. So here I demonstrated before that okay, there you go. So under Vinny, you can get access to your save files. So this is my main Switch, and I'll go over to my secondary Switch in a moment to show you what to do there once this finishes loading. Yep, so that's finished loading. So in this Switch under Vinny, there's 2 different save files that's been recorded. All right, now let's have a look and see what happens when I switch over to my secondary Switch. So that's Piggy's account. Okay. Now, the save files here are actually under a different name. And you see the exclamation mark above Vinny? That's because I've actually signed out. I've used the Nintendo accounts online option to sign out from my account remotely. So they can't actually, whoever this person is who's using the other Switch, they can't actually use any of my save data or Pokemon Home at this point. But they'll still see my face there. So in Pokemon Home, you need to sign into your account if you want to take stuff from this device. This particularly, see, okay, so I've signed out, so it's asking me to sign in again. This is particularly useful if you have save files under different names, under different accounts. Okay, so it's going to check. So I've just signed in, I've just logged in, and it will check that it can be played. What that means is it's not logged in anywhere else, kind of thing. But anyway, so we're going to go in. So like before, we're going to wait for it to load. Okay, so that's loaded. You can see 1,397. That's my account. So in the top right corner, you can see that's my logo. So it's my Pokemon Home. That's how you know which home you're in. If you use the other account, you have to pay for another subscription too. So you can share if you want to. You can do that. You can definitely share this, but you'd be, you know, the risk is everyone will have access to your Pokemon Home, which has all your mods in it. Okay. Now I can't actually see the save data of Eevee or Sword. The reason is it's not saved. The save file is not under my name. So I go over to Piggy's account, and there you have it, Sword and Let's Go Eevee. So you can now access. I've already taken everything from there. You can now access the other save file on the other Switch with your Pokemon Home without another subscription necessarily. Okay, so everything else is still the same. So it's actually quite a complex situation if you've got Sword, Shield, Let's Go in different Switches and so on. I'm happy to take some questions if you want to leave a comment, but actually better if you join our Brokenings Discord channel in order for you to ask questions. Then everyone can help you out. Okay, make sure to leave a like and make sure you subscribe so that you get early notification on these videos and all this sort of information as they come along.